on. It was Debbie and Jew were going at it.
The one angry.
And I got pissed at Jew. I got pissed.
You did?
Yeah, I did. Because, his argument with Debbie usually defaults into, some form of psychotherapeutic assessment. And it just grates on my nerves. It just, I hate it when any of these shows, people start throwing around, you're bipolar, you're a schizophrenic, or whatever it is, whatever diagnosis these idiots give to each other. And I just had enough, and so I kind of got involved there. And he got upset. How dare you question my, psychotherapeutic assessment of Debbie? And I was just like, that's just if you're not qualified and you're not licensed and you're not, it's not your profession per se. I realize, people sit around and think about these things a hell of a lot, probably a lot more than most psychotherapists think about this sort of shit. So they might think themselves to have a knowledge base that's greater beyond, than the next person. And they may self-appoint themselves as an authority on a topic. And that just pisses me off.
And, I have many a time on the radio. I think that the blog talk and YouTube, you hear a lot
All
of
right, I gotta
really
stop
great...
it. If you want to hear them, it is Inflammatory Talk with JP. Just the two letters, JP, and Mr. Midnight Movie. If you want to hear the entirety of any of their programs. That one in particular is called Spreaker Eugenics. And I will have to agree with Jewish producer on when someone cannot support their argument that they go to diagnosing the person. Unless it's very obvious, like a narcissist. I think it's very obvious. But, it's just not kosher at all. Yeah, there's also another podcast on recently by the One Angry Jew saying that the news guy is gay, and he made a lot of good points. It was One Angry Jew and Bill Wagner talk about news guy is gay, something like that. And I don't think, if that is their sexuality, that is their sexuality. I really don't think it should be judged. But it was an entertaining show, nonetheless. And they played some commentary that they had with the news guy, and it was enlightening. Not once did he deny he was a homosexual. So, really, we had the red trials, and now we're going to have the gay trials. Come on. This is just Spreaker. We're supposed to have fun. I think it's good to have an exchange of ideas. I like that. I hope you do too. A healthy exchange of ideas. He is trying to shame someone, trying to make them feel different from everyone else. No, hopelessly different from everyone else. Like they could never be part of our group. That's high school. That's elementary. Grow the fuck up, I say. But these are my thoughts on some of the Spreaker shows that you can find on Spreaker.com. I hope you join me. If I do a show later tonight, and we'll talk about some more Rand ideas on capitalism. Who is this woman? Why does she have such influence on our politicians today? One word, selfish. She talks about being selfish, and what a good thing that is. Like it's some form of altruism. And I don't think it is. As a matter of fact, one of her heroes, or someone that she admired, maybe not a hero, but someone she that left parts of the child's body all over LA. This is someone she looked up to because he was doing what he wanted to do. He was selfish. He was a monster. And this is the type of person that the Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, adheres to. So I think since the Speaker of the House is influenced by this woman through the entirety of his life, it's from childhood's age on, I think it's time to take a close look at this Rand fellow. Well, gender is all, I don't know, upside down, right side up. Does it really matter what the gender is? I don't think it is. It's just a way to dehumanize people that happen to have a female gender, if you look at it that way. But there are roles in our society, boundaries, and boundaries can be healthy. But there's also those unhealthy boundaries. They become restrictions. So women, in some cases, have a number of restrictions, especially when it comes to organized religion. And indeed, there is a difference between faith and conviction. Conviction comes with facts. Faith stems on what you do not know. All right, then. Oh, I can see some people in the chat room. Let me see who that is. Let's see. Oh, really? Well, cool. I assume you enjoyed that show. Oh, seriously? Wow. Okay. Well, listen, I got some shopping to do. I got to do some things. So, unless you really, really, you know what? I'll just go do a little shopping, come back. I really want to talk about the Rand character and who she is, what she is. Why does she have so much influence on our world in America today? I mean, we really need to look at this, I think, or at least to be knowledgeable so we can understand the dynamics when the Speaker of the House speaks. What do you think? What do you think of Paul Ryan, might as well be Rand, and his obsession with Rand? Before his staff worked for him, they had to read the Rand books. It's almost required. It's heavily suggested. So, I don't know. It's kind of like forcing people to read Mein Kampf. There's something wrong about this. And I want to find out what that something wrong is. Maybe you can go on this journey with me, possibly. Oh my gosh. Oh. Stabby, really? That happened? You're not pulling my leg? It's not April Fool's, Oh my gosh. I'm on some medication and I am having some problems. I have Hashimoto's disease, which is inflammation in the thyroid. I've had surgery for it, had half my thyroid out because my thyroid, it swells out, inflammation. And I've been in the hospital numerous times because I could not breathe. It pushes against my windpipe. So it's not fun. But the surgery did help. But I think that's what's going on today. Anyway, what bloody mouth? Well, it's the best I can do right now. I even use throat spray and it just doesn't help. A hood of a car hit the dumpster. Well, that's pretty cool. She has some terrible ideas. I would like to hear some of the good ones. I was listening to her thoughts on capitalism. And, some of them weren't so bad. I'll admit that. Well, I was praying that a house would drop on her head, kind of like the Wicked Witch in Oz, But, hood of a car will work. I guess I should say in all seriousness, I do not wish anyone physical ill will. But it would be nice not have to deal with her anymore. That would be nice. That would be so nice. Yeah, she'd just leave me the fuck alone. I wouldn't have to put that energy out there. But she doesn't listen. I have a stalker from Spreaker.com. I refer to her as Dumpster. It's been going on for 5 years now, and I have police reports, and she's called my minor child, and she's still obsessed with that one. Just a few months ago, she thought my child was living in Stillwater. 2, had a sex change. 3, was going by a different name. All 3 points are wrong. Jesus, I mean, what the hell is wrong with that woman? Oh, I forgot. She doesn't have a heart, right? And she's sick. Apocalypse, I would be happy if she died. Honest to God. You can take that clip and play it as much as you want. I would be happy if the dumpster died. I would be relieved. I guess relieved is a better way to say it. I would be relieved if the dumpster died. I would be so relieved. You know, I just hope she learns to leave me the fuck alone. And others. I mean, what the hell does it profit her to bother all these people? It doesn't do a damn thing for her. You know, she's just a stupid bitch. That's all she is. She is really stupid. I mean, I remember the last confrontation we were talking about, I had half my thyroid out. Because you can't have half your thyroid out. And literally my jaw dropped. Because I'm thinking, don't you know there's a right and left side? It's like a butterfly over your windpipe. That's your thyroid. And you can have one side removed or not, or both. There's 2 different sides of the thyroid. You dumbass. Stupid, goddamn dumbass. I just don't like talking to people that are that basal. You know, Midnight at least wants to learn. Yeah, I try to improve myself. Like I'm learning about Rand's view on capitalism. I don't want to speak on it because I still don't have the full grasp of what her thoughts are. And she did there's some YouTube clips on Ayn Rand on capitalism. Let me take a look at the 10 hours to download. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Well, you know, that would be all well and good, Apocalypse. He says, LOL. Like, who uses LOL anymore? Come on, LOL. Write it, LOL. LAWL. He states, I think you and Dumpster need to kiss and make up. Let's end the hate. You know, I tried to do that. I even got her job in Dallas at the Wolf, which is a radio station. It was a part-time job on the weekend, like showing up at a car dealership, saying, come on down. And I thought, this is like on a silver platter. It wasn't even posted, Apocalypse. I have a friend down there. I don't even know if he still works down there, but he told me about the position. And all she had to do was send an air check in. You know, the bitch didn't even know what an air check was. And if you've been in terrestrial radio, you know what an air check is. Ugh. Well, anyway, I tried to do some nice things for her because I thought, if she's busy doing good things, she'll leave me alone. It was self-serving. I mean, I'll admit, completely self-serving. And it failed. It failed. So, I mean, I've done a number of different things also, and that didn't work. And yeah, I just have to come to a realization that she is a sick individual, truly sick. And this obsession with my daughter, I mean, it's bizarre. You know, I don't go around trying to find out where she lives, even though the police told me, you know, because she sent me a threatening email and had her IP address. The IP address is attached to a land address. So yeah, I at least at that time I knew where she was living. And I really don't care. I just want her to leave me the fuck alone. It's not that hard. And then Spreaker. Ugh, don't even get me started on Spreaker and how they don't protect people. Just die down that we're a bunch of 2-year-olds and let's throw our little fits and then we'll go on to something else. That woman can't. So it's true. It is true. Dumpster will take any opportunity to bash hell. You know, it's true. Anything she's having a problem in life, it's suddenly my fault. she starts bashing on me. I mean, just listen to any podcast.